Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video showing off my DC figure collection from the man cave. So this one's actually from my basement. Very cool. So we're going to go over pretty much everything I got that's DC, man. Freaking DC. Love it. So got a pretty big, let's just take a look around real quick anyway. So this is what the basement looks like. We've got some stuff over here and some detofs, which is pretty cool. You know, there's some DC stuff in there, which we'll get into in a minute. Then I have my weight section here. Got my bench and you know, some dumbbells and stuff. Over here we've got some turtle stuff, which you know, it's pretty cool. A few DC things here with some turtle stuff mixed in, which I am still kind of working on what I'm going to do with. Just got a TV, stuff like that. But mainly, this is what we're looking at right here. So the DC collection, man. So this collection is pretty much finished. Now, I mean, when it comes to collecting stuff, you can never really be done. You can never be finished because companies keep creating more stuff, and it just never ends. But in terms of like DC Universe, this is pretty much what I got, and this will pretty much be what it's going to stay at. I don't think I'm going to be getting too many more, aside from some of there's a few cool ones here and there, like the King Shark they showed at San Diego Comic-Con, which is pretty neat. But yeah, I'll be getting like maybe a couple of those, but not too many. It's mostly done because the tables are full, and I don't want to fill the entire basement with figures to the point where you can't even move. So to start off the DC stuff, we've got some Watchmen up in there. We've got one of the early wave Aquaman figures. We've got like Golden Age Hawkman. We've got a golden Superman. He's pretty cool. We've got a glow-in-the-dark Spectre. He's fun. Back here we've got some of the different Flashes. We got Wally West. We got Barry Allen. We've got, geez, Constantine. We've got Buona Beast up here. One of his creations. He's fun. Green Arrow, the comic book version. Not too into the Arrow television series. Not too much. It's decent, but you know, not too into it. You guys know. Rocket Red. We got Plastic Man. He's cool. We've got, let's see, kind of a standard Superman. We've got Robin, Dick Grayson, Golden Age Batman, kind of a more modern Batman at the front there, and then we have a custom Christopher Reeve's Superman, which is pretty cool. I think he turned out pretty good. Yeah, it looks good. Probably my favorite Superman figure. We've got the Wonder Twins in there. Apache Chief. That's fun. Let's see. Who else we got? Dr. Fate is cool. We got a few Green Lantern figures over here. I have more, some of the DC Direct stuff. DC Collectibles Green Lantern. But, you know, you can only fit so much on the table. The rest is going to have to go in the bins. You know, one way or another. It just has to. We've got, let's see, Validus, really cool. I just got him a few months ago, actually, and they're pretty cheap too. They're not that expensive compared to Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends go up in value a lot more than the DC stuff does, so you can still get a lot of this stuff pretty cheap. Here we've got the Metal Man with gold at the front. He's cool. Yeah, he's pretty damn cool for sure. So I like them as a set. They're just kind of fun to see and look at. They're pretty obscure too. A lot of these DC characters people don't really know as well. Marvel, I feel like Marvel's done a better job of kind of, you know, letting people know in the public, I want to say, consciousness of their maybe C and D list characters, whereas DC has not done quite as well of a job of that, unless you watch some of the cartoons like Justice League, which is one of my favorite cartoons ever for sure. Here we got the Brimstone, very cool. He was actually in a Batman Superman Public Enemies a while ago, so he's pretty rare. Darkseid, pretty cool, man. He's actually one of my favorites. I just really like how kind of classic and comic booky he is. Reminds me of like maybe Jack Kirby or maybe George Perez style, and that's something I like a lot about the DC Universe figures, is that they pretty much went through the entire universe, almost. You know, there's a few characters here missing that they never made. But they went through almost the whole damn thing and released pretty much all the A-listers, all the B-listers, most of the C-listers, and then when it comes to maybe D-listers, they didn't release because you know, there's only so many they were able to do. And Even now they've got the multiverse where they're even releasing even more, but it's gotten so obscure that I just am like, what the hell? I don't even know who this character is, and I've been reading comics forever. Doomsday, love it. Very cool. Probably the best figure. Can I say the best figure they ever did? I think so. Yeah, I think I can say that. I think that's the best figure that that Mattel ever did with DC Universe. Then we've got a custom Joker. This one I think is called the Ultimate Joker in the Customs world. He's the Killing Joke Joker head on the DC Universe Classics body, and he just reminds me of like a '90s Joker. You know, like just like your, you know, not any kind of special version Joker like this one here with the Mad Love gear on with the tux and all that, like he's taking Harley out. This one's just like your atypical kind of regular Joker, the way I think of Joker, and that's why he's one of my favorites as well for sure. We're getting into the Batman stuff in a minute. We got, Legion of Doom, sort of. Yeah, kind of, Giganta and all that stuff. That's fun. I actually really like that Brainiac right there. Man, he's just really cool. He's very retro, and yeah, I got him like, oh geez, how many years ago was that now? When he first came out, and I always liked that figure. I think it's really cool. And the Deathstroke right beside him. This one is one of the nicest ones they did too as well, I think. Also the Necron. Oh, I love that Necron with the heart in the chest. Amazing, man. Really, really cool. A cavity where you can see his heart, Oh, man, so awesome. I really liked Blackest Night. I thought that was a great storyline. Jeff Johns did an awesome job with that. One of my favorite comic book storylines from the last few years is Blackest Night. Sorry, I gotta stand up, guys. Yeah, the Yellow Lanterns. Oh, man, really cool with Sinestro. Oh, I love it. Really, really cool. And this Arquillo, oh my god, this thing turned out sweet. Just the teeth and just the face. Look at that face. Awesome. Amazing. Let's see who else we got here. We got a custom Roz there. It's pretty cool. We got the Batman villains. So we got the comic booky, more classic style Joker. Never did get the DC Universe Poison Ivy. That's one I suppose I could upgrade. I hate upgrading stuff though, because it means that the one that you have is garbage, and that always ticks me off, because it's like it's not a bad figure. The newer one is better, but then what are you going to do with that one if you buy the new one? Throw it away, pretty much. Sell it or whatever, if you can even find someone to buy it, which you can't for older versions of stuff. You're not going to get anything for it. It won't be worth your time to sell it. The Bane, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Definitely one of the best ones from the entire series as well, too, I think. Two-Face Chemo, really cool. And then we've got the Roz there. We've got a custom Batman who used to be kind of useful. He's like the Justice League style. I made this one. But nowadays there's the Batman animated series stuff, so he's a little useless, to be honest with you. A building which I never got around to finishing, which I will some point, but it might be years from now. Who knows? We'll see when I have more time on my hands. Let's see. We got Power Girl, very cool. Like that one's the DC Direct. Got some other random ones there. Got some in behind. Like there's a Joker mint on card, really cool. Like that one a lot. Superman and Green Lantern and all that stuff. Now there's something that they're coming out with that's going to be sweet. Is the Superman. There's Superman Batman Dark Knight Returns, which I say destroys the movie version. I didn't buy any of the movie version stuff because I'm like, you know what, the comic book version is much better. And I think, and even the animated movie is better than Batman v Superman. And it didn't cost nearly as much for them to make. I really like the Superman. Really cool. I can't wait to get the Joker. That's actually one of the few ones, and also the Robin. And also the Armored Batman too, which is starting to hit now. Some people are picking that up. I haven't got it yet. Oh, a custom Joker. Very cool. I didn't make this one. I bought this one for cheap, but I think $25 or something. He turned out pretty cool. He's like kind of like an animated series version where you wear that hat. There's one I did do. That Joker is a Justice League version, what he wears in the Justice League with the green and that. Also kind of becoming useless, which, like I said before, as they release new figures, sometimes your older stuff becomes useless. Which is always frustrating with customs, because sometimes you put a lot of time into making a custom and then it's not useful after. Batzaro, he's cool, I guess. Whatever. He was cheap. It wasn't a big deal. So, Despero, some of the others. This part, one of my favorites of everything I have. This is the original. This is not a custom. This is the original. I got him, what, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, $60. Now he goes for what, US 100, 150, something like that. I don't know. DC Superheroes Batman, amazing. I also have a blue one mint on card. This is probably my favorite figure ever made in 6-inch scale. I think so. Yeah, he's a little short for the DC Universe Classics, but I still think he's the best. I still think he's the best rendition of Batman, and I like him a lot. He's awesome. Got Batgirl, who you know, these two hooked up in that new movie, Killing Joke. It was a little weird. Damian, got more of a classic Robin there. Love Batman Beyond, man. Really missed that show. That was a great show. Love that one. Custom Red Hood, didn't make it. Bought that one. He's cool. Got a Flash in the background there, and Dr. Midnight and some other stuff. Red Robin, Terry. Oh man, it's so cool. Dick Grayson there. Who has, some of these have issues. You see that? You see that fuzz stuff on his wrists? It looks like dust. It's not. There's something wrong with the early waves of figures. They have mineralization that comes out of them over the years. You got to clean them every so often. So that's kind of annoying. This one's a custom Batman, and he's got one of the heads from, what series was it? Batman Inc. And then on the Arkham, it looks good. I think it looks really cool. It might be my second favorite Batman. There's that one there, the early series one, Mafex Shadow one, and then the newer one, which I really don't care for. Don't really like it too much. Then we got a couple more on top, you know, 89 style and that. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, got some buildings there, Gotham City in the middle, so that's kind of neat. And just to kind of zoom out, this is what it looks like. This is pretty much it, pretty much finished, just missing a couple here and there. That's the DC Universe Classics collection. Cool. And yes, I know, blasphemous, I got to take the Marvel poster down or move it or something, get a DC poster. Let's see, so just a few other DC things here and there. There's the Batman, the superheroes. Got some Blackest Night stuff, which again nowadays is not worth anything, kind of useless. Let's see, it's kind of cool, but the articulation's not the best. Just some random stuff here from DC. Let's see, and then let's go over here to, I just have a couple Hot Toys. I don't have a lot. I just have the Batman Begins, Batman, which is cool. Sorry, there's a reflection. Jack Joker, love this one. This is one that, man, it's going to be hard to part with if I ever decide to sell this guy because of room or something. Yeah, I think he might be a keeper for life. This is one I grew up with, so for me it's just like, oh man, I love the 89 Batman so much, you know, and Dark Knight too. Dark Knight's also incredible. And got those ones there. Got a Justice Batman, Kotobukiya, statue. Statues are kind of boring. I don't like statues because they get boring really fast. You can't do anything with them. Jokers, Dark Knight Jokers, cool. Let's see, and then like a kind of a DC setup here with sort of a Justice League with the best Wonder Woman. That's the best Wonder Woman figure ever made right there, I think. Personally, in 6-inch anyway. Well, it's more like 7. But Terry Dodson, I think that's what it's called. I think, yeah, it's probably the best one they've made, at least in terms of like the look of it. It's hard to compete with that one for the others. And I think that's just about it, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's it for my DC collection. I may do another one with my Marvel stuff, which is, you can see in the background there, some early Legends, and at the left. And yeah, man, I hope you guys liked this collection video. If you did, you know what to do. Thumb it the hell up below. You can also share. If you've got a Facebook, you want to show people, hey man, look how much of a geek Trevor is. Then share it through to Facebook. They can see, and they could be like, wow, I didn't know he was so much of a comic book geek. This is ridiculous. I mean, I've never met anyone who's as much of a geek as him. Yeah, and that's it for this one. Subscribe, by the way, too. Bottom left is sub. That's it for this video. See you guys again soon for another. It's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys.